Blighted cultists spread disease throughout the swamplands of Ghur. Free guild trackers seek to end their cavalcade of death. Now the forces of order unite against plague and pestilence. Here on Mountainside Tabletop.
Warcry in 2025. What is happening, Victor? We're back.
We're back.
With a Warcry battle report, much anticipated. So many people have been asking, when's the next Warcry coming out? Please do a Warcry. Today you're in luck.
Yeah.
Because here's a new Warcry video. And I'm playing a team that we've never featured on the channel before. I'm playing the Wildercorps Hunters, and they've got some backup.
Yeah.
Some allies. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah.
They got some allies. Sylvaneth backup. I actually painted this team quite a while ago. It was like a year ago. A few months later, I added these two Sylvaneth models as backup because I took them to the Warcry narrative event at Nova in 2024.
Right.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Had some of my best games of Warcry there, and not in terms of I played the best, but
Yeah.
just like I had some really, really enjoyable games. Great opponents. This was like so many months ago. It feels like forever ago. But finally, we're bringing this team to the channel. So you can see my loadout below. I wanted to bring both of my Sylvaneth allies. When I played them in the narrative thing, I usually only flexed in like one at a time. But since, you know, this might be the only time that this team gets featured on the channel, I kind of wanted to use both of them. So I dropped a fair amount of models from the actual Wildercorps box, but I brought all the dogs. I brought the two axe throwers. The Arbalister is just so cool, even though it's a lot of points, but having like a really actually good range threat is pretty fun. And then, yeah, I've got these two Sylvaneth guys coming in just for flavor. Like, I don't even know if this is good or not, rules-wise.
They seem good.
But, like, flavor-wise, I just thought it was cool that it was, like, forest rangers, and then the forest itself comes to their aid. I just thought that was super cool. So, yeah, this is what I got.
So, obviously, I'm scared of the two Sylvaneth, but my main fear on Brad's team is this Arbalister. I mean, powerful ranged attacks are at a bit of a premium in Warcry, and they can be really, really devastating depending on the mission and the twist and everything, which we don't know yet. So, right now, I think this is my biggest target. He is a serious threat no matter where or when he comes in, so I'm going to have to take it out if I can get close.
4-8 damage. It's just like, that's basically unheard of in this game for a ranged attack.
Yeah. All right, I'm pretty excited to have my Rotmire Creed back on the channel. The last time we did a video with them was right when the Heart of Ghur box came out. A couple weeks ago in our Discord, I asked everyone in the Warcry channel which team I should play, and this is the one that won, and I'm glad because it's nice to kind of dust them off and get them off the shelf again. Obviously, I've got my leader, I've got my bloated one with the hook net, one of each flavor of carrion catcher, and then a bunch of mire folk with shields. I really love the shield variant. Toughness 4 is a great breakpoint in this game. They've got a lot of wounds for being such tiny plebs, but I guess that's kind of the Nurgle thing. My faction reaction is so good here. I really think that it can do a lot of damage to Brad's dogs if they try to come in and bite someone who's ready. So yeah, we'll see if it lines up with the twist and everything, but I think it could be good.
Like, obviously your leader is scary.
Yep.
Obviously the bloated guy is scary, but I'm honestly kind of scared of the mire folk. I took the dogs.
Yep.
And I love the dogs, but they are very squishy. And if you get high numbered doubles, the math with your blowpipe ability is just really, really good into these dogs. You could easily one-shot a dog just by using like a 5/5 or 6/6.
Totally.
So that's something I've got to watch out for. You don't really have a lot of actual ranged attacks, but these blowpipe abilities could like just easily kill dogs, get you like a lot of board control.
And they all have a 2-inch range melee attack, which is very nice into the dogs because it means I can kind of keep you at arm's length and make you burn an action to come to me.
They're not that strong when you look at their raw stats, but just because of like the specific numbers and the ways that they can kind of like cheese my squishy melee dogs, I could lose the game to the chaff basically.
Yeah.
So I gotta watch out for them.
So let's talk for a second about Warcry. There's a lot of speculation on the larger internet that Warcry is dead and Warcry is dying and it's not supported anymore. And I just want to say, I don't care. I love this game. I really love this game. This is maybe my favorite game. And we're going to keep playing it regardless of whether or not it remains supported or new stuff comes. If anything new comes out for it, of course we'll be excited and we'll cover it and we'll be into it. But if not one new model or rule ever comes out for this game, I think it's still in a great spot and has, you know, infinite combinations of fun games still to be played.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Mordheim.
Look at Mordheim. Now just imagine Mordheim had, you know, clear PDF rules that you could download for free from Warhammer Community. And that's what this is.
Yeah.
Okay, game.
For today's game, we're using Heart of Ghur terrain, which we've set up like this. And for deployment, we've got Stark Beginnings. The victory condition we'll be using is Reaper, which will really incentivize us to get kills and specifically kill fighters that are worth a lot of points. And for the twist, we've got Gaze of the Dark Gods, which will have us using an extra wild die. And that's it for pregame, so let's get into the action. In Battle Round 1, we roll our initiative dice. We both end up with 3 sets of doubles, and both bank our 1 wild die. We're tied on singles, so we roll off for initiative, and Vic wins, so you're up with the first activation.
All right, well, the first thing I'm going to do is run and hide.
What?
I don't really have anything good to do, and I'd just be sacrificing points otherwise, so I'm just going to kind of stage for a later game push.
Okay, well, I have my Shade Stalker here, and I want to make sure I can get a kill this turn. So he's going to move up to get within 5 inches of one of your carrion catchers, and use my double 5s on Shrieking Terror. I roll 1 die here. If I get a 3 up, you can't move at all this round. And it goes off. I'll pass my last action, so you're not getting a million attacks on me, but that guy's just like sitting there kind of screwed.
All right, well, since my carrion catcher can't move, I'm going to activate them now to try to maybe help them out with defense later. So I'm going to pop my double 6s on Blowpipe to shoot the Shade Stalker. I get 3 damage for each 3 up here, so that's 6 damage through, which is quite nice. Now, with my first proper action, I'm just going to wait so that I can do a reaction later if Brad charges me.
All right, my big money Arbalist is going to go now and shoot that guy that can't move. Vic uses his last action on the take cover reaction, so if I get a crit here, it might actually not really be a crit, but that's fine, I'm gonna roll anyway. First attack, I get 1 hit through for a huge 4 damage. Then I'll shoot again, the anti-crit is gone now for this attack. Oh!
Are you
dead,
kidding
bro.
me?
You're dead! You literally can't ask for a better roll.
That's so brutal.
This thing has 4/8 damage. It's like a huge, like, massive crossbow bolt basically through your chest. You're completely dead. That's 105 blood points for me too, so like I'm feeling pretty good.
Well, I've only got 1 unit left to activate, so this other carrion catcher is going to do a blowpipe at the Shade Stalker using my double 5s. I get 3 damage through, which isn't too bad, and then I'm going to run up and hit him with my hook. I get a good enough roll here, I get the kill, and that's 140 blood points for the good guys.
I have 2 dogs left to go, so the first one's gonna run into that guy and use the Death Grip ability. I'm only hitting on 5s, but if at least 1 hit goes through, I'll get some extra damage off. Yeah, that's 2 damage through, plus 3 from Death Grip, and now the second dog will do exactly the same thing. But no dice here.
So at the end of the battle round, I've killed 140 points of Brad's guys, and he's only killed 105 of mine, so that gets me 1 victory point. That's pretty good. I was hoping to get out of battle round 1 tied 0-0, so I'm thrilled to be up 1-0.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that I got a kill only to lose the point for the turn, but getting one of your like decent melee threats off the board is not a bad thing, and hopefully this puts me in a good spot going into battle round 2.
All right, in battle round 2, we roll off with our initiative dice. Brad gets a triple 6.
Oh, baby, a triple!
A double 4 and a couple of singles.
Should I play the oh baby a triple every time we get a triple?
Well, there's a lot of triples, so you can decide that at the editing phase.
You know I'm gonna do it.
And I'm gonna get triple 2s.
Oh, baby, a triple!
Triple 3s.
Oh, baby, a triple!
And a 5, which is a pretty wild roll. So Brad's going to use one of his wild die for a quad 6 and the other one to make a single. And then I'm going to use one of my wild dice to make a quad 3. And then I'm just going to bank the other because there's no way I'm going to take initiative this turn.
All right, I've got my Flitwing Scion on the board now. It came in with Battle Round 2 reinforcements. They've got a huge 10-inch move with flying, so I'm going to move to the center of the board and then use my quad 6s on Envoy of the Everqueen. Now, this is really hard to pull off, but I have a perfect opportunity here to use it. Everybody within 6 inches of this Scion is going to have a +3 to their strength and toughness for the whole battle round. That's insane.
Yeah, that's so good.
It's going to put me from hitting on 5s to hitting on 3s. It's huge.
Yeah.
And I'm way tankier. I can't really do anything else right now, so I'm just going to wait, but that's fine. I think this is worth it.
Well, I don't think this carrion catcher is going to live very long surrounded by dogs, so I'm going to take a shot at killing both of them. It would be so nice to free him up and to bank those blood points. So I'll fight the first one and get the kill. Then, unfortunately, when I fight the second one, nothing happens. I'm going to use my quad 3s here for Ensnaring Strike. Basically, the upshot here is that I get to do another fight action and once again get nothing. That's a drag.
My Arbalist is going to shoot one of your Mirefolk, and look, I'm reading this card. I'm pretty sure that his ranged attack also gets buffed.
Man, that's so good.
So, okay, first shot I get 8 damage through. You're so low. And the second shot I just get to kill. That's 75 blood points for me, and I'm in the lead.
So I think there's no way I'm going to come back this battle round to tie it up. So I think I just need to position myself to have a strong battle round 3. So first order of business, my bloated one is going to use triple 2s on rush to be able to double move and tie up this Arbalist. I don't want any more of those shots coming out.
Okay, one of my dogs is going to fight this carrion catcher with the hook. Up to strength 6 now because of the blessing of the queen. First attack, I get 3 damage through. You're down to 4 health. And this little tiny dog finishes him off with the second attack, and that's 100 more blood for my tally.
All right, well, next I'm just going to move this Mirefolk and hide at the bottom of the ruins. That's where my team is going to be coming in next turn, so I'd like to stay grouped up and don't spread out too far.
Both of my scouts are pretty far away from anything relevant, so I'm going to pop my doubles for rush on this first one and move to the center of the board.
All right, my last Mirefolk is just going to move up to the bottom of this ramp. I don't really know what the plan is with him, but I like having options.
And my last scout here is also just going to move toward the center of the board so they can hopefully do something next round. And at the end of battle round 2, we're tied up 1-1. This round I had 175 blood in my blood tally, and Vic only had 60 from one dog. Yeah, tied up going into the second half of the game. Feels pretty good.
Yeah, I love that.
You know, I didn't have this in mind when we set up this game, but the twist we have with an extra wild die obviously helps you get more quads potentially.
Yeah.
And that's really helping me out because this Blessing of the Everqueen or whatever it's called, so friggin' good. It's not even a buff for friendly Sylvaneth, it's just friendlies in general.
Yeah, that's
And
so
for
good.
Ranged, like, it's so good. So good.
So we always take a minute to thank our...
Leave it in.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, we have a little wire here that connects to the colored lights on the backdrop, which we paid for because of the support from our patrons.
Yeah.
But it's not really securely attached, and I guess it just fell off. So there's now a little cable hanging from the ceiling in the back of this segment.
Yeah, so like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by painting tape falling apart, we always take a minute to thank our patrons here, but in this video, it seems especially pertinent. I mean, because of your support, we're able to do stuff like play a game of Warcry, which might not please the YouTube algorithm gods as much, but we feel like we've got the support that we can spend some time playing a game we love. And a lot of people signed up for our Patreon because of our Warcry content earlier, and they've asked for more. And so here is some, and there will be more on the way. Sorry it's been so long, but a new edition of Kill Team came out. We kind of got tunnel vision. But yeah, thank you for making all of it possible. And for anyone new who signs up so that we can fix that.
I mean, we don't need anyone new to sign up. We just need to get another piece of tape.
Our tape budget is massive.
Thanks to everyone who has wired us money through our Patreon, and thanks for hanging around in the patron-only Discord. Got any more?
No, that's it. I mean, that was a bit serendipitous. But yeah, on with the game.
Okay, we're in battle round 3 here, and we're rolling for initiative. I get a couple singles here, double 5s, and another triple.
Oh, baby, a triple!
Vic gets more singles than me and gets a natural quad 5. Insane. Vic uses one of his wild die to secure initiative with a single and banks the other, and I use my one die to make a quad 4.
All right, so I've got initiative, and I've got a lot of options here. Some are safe, some are wild. Obviously, I'm going with the one that has a chance to basically win me the game on the spot, but can seriously expose me to danger if it doesn't go off properly. So first, I'm going to spend my quad 5s on the triple ability, Inspiring Presence, so that I can activate my bloated one when my leader is done. This is essential because if that Arbalest runs away and starts shooting people with that bow, I'm totally out of this game. So, my leader's going to activate and move and do a melee attack on the Scion. Brad uses Vengeful Sprites just in case he dies. I'm going to do 13 damage and leave him at 2 wounds, which sucks. I was so close to bringing him down. That would have been such a nice haul of points, but unfortunately I don't get it. Next, my bloated one is going to activate because of my leader's Inspiring Presence, and I'm going to attack the Arbalest. 6 wounds down with my first attack, 6 to go. And I get the kill. That's 175 points, which is very good, but unfortunately is the exact same number of points that my leader is worth, and he's just standing there now.
Yeah, I need to kill that leader. It is nice that I already got 5 chip damage in from using that reaction. Hindsight's 2020, but I feel like that was a good call in hindsight.
Totally.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my Scion now. Gotta get Envoy of the Everqueen back up again as fast as possible. I have these quad 4s, so I'm adding 2 this time to the strength and toughness of everybody within 6. Then, this is kind of funny. They don't really have a good melee attack, but I'm trapped in melee, so I'm just gonna try and hit you. 1 damage through.
Yeah, well, they all count.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, one of my Mire folk is just gonna move a bit, get in a better position. They are kind of out of range to do anything important right now.
All right, one of my scouts is gonna charge in and attack your leader. That's a good roll. I get 6 damage through. You're down to 8 remaining.
All right, just move another Mire folk, get closer to the fight.
Okay, another dog is gonna get in on this. He'll charge in and attack your leader. It's another good roll. 4 more damage through. You're down to just 4 left.
Man, this is agonizing. I've just got to move another Mire folk.
1 scout left. I'm gonna charge and attack your leader. 4 health left. But that's just 3 damage through, Victor. You're still alive with 1 HP left. This member of the 1 HP gang is brought to you by Bomb Rat. Thanks, Bomb Rat. Okay, I still have a trick in my bag of tricks. I'm gonna use my doubles on Hunting Pack to make the other scout that already went get a bonus attack. Can he deal 1 damage? He can. That's 175 blood for my blood tally. We're completely tied.
Oh, man. Well, okay, I really now cannot lose this battle round because I think 4 is just going to be a slog. So this next Mire folk is going to move up next to my bloated one. I don't think Brad can get to him because he's got no one left over here. But if I win initiative, this thing's got a blowpipe with your Scion's name on it.
Yeah, everyone's basically out of range to do anything interesting the rest of this turn. So one of my dogs will move up. Vic moves a Mire folk in the mosh pit. I move another dog, and then you're out of guys, so I just move my leader up to the middle of the board. And we're going into the final battle round completely tied, Victor.
I love that. I love that. I love any game where both teams have a chance to win in the last round. I think that's awesome. That's so often how Warcry ends up, I find. And yeah, this is great.
Yeah, I felt really, really strong in battle rounds 2 and 3 so far, but if I go into battle round 4 and I don't have a good quad, I can't get my aura up, and then all my guys are much weaker, so.
Yeah, and also I think if I can win initiative in the next one, I've got a great shot to just do those 2 remaining wounds to your Scion, and then I don't see how you're recouping all those points, so it's a big roll coming up.
Yeah, it'll be tricky.
All right, in the initiative phase, we roll off, and Brad gets an amazingly good roll. He gets triple 1s, and then the rest are singles. It's going to be hard to wrestle initiative from that. I'm only going to get 2 singles, a triple 3, and double 5s. Brad's going to use his 1 wild die to make a single 5 to guarantee initiative, so I might as well spend the wilds I have to make a triple 5 and a double 6, but I don't know if I'm going to be using them.
I really don't have a lot of offensive output here left, but my Scion is sitting at 2 HP. I can't let you get the kill on that. A blowpipe could easily kill me.
Yeah.
So I gotta get them out of there. First thing I'll do is shoot a shot at one of your Mire folk. Yeah, so I need 3 6s to kill you. Let it happen. No, right, nothing.
Okay.
Then I'll spend my triple 1s on Inspiring Presence to let one of my scouts activate immediately after the Scion. And then I'm just gonna run away 10 inches with fly. I'm pretty sure I should be safe. I don't think there's any way you can get to me, so you're gonna have only harder targets to kill now. All right, next with my scout, I'm just gonna throw some axes at this Mirefolk and hope I get lucky. I'll need like 3 crits over 2 attacks with 2 dice each to get this kill, I think. First attack.
Oh man.
Oh,
don't you dare.
If I get 2 6s here, you're gonna have a tough time.
Oh god.
Okay, no, I don't get it.
Thank God. After losing initiative, I thought I was totally out of it, but since both of Brad's attacks were pretty lame there, I actually have a chance here. If I can bring one of these dogs down, I think I can then run away with everyone on my team and be out of Brad's range and win the game with a last-minute Battle Round 4 blood point. So first I'm going to use my double 6s to do a blowpipe attack on that brown dog. I just need 2 3-ups here to do it. Don't get one. That's such a drag. That would have been such a great turnaround in Battle Round 4. I've got to use the rest of my actions to just run away. Otherwise, I've got a lot of axes and dogs coming my way.
Well, I can't give you another blowpipe shot at that dog at 3 health. It's just too likely that I'll lose right there. So I gotta run away with the dog. Victor feels similarly. I think he runs away with his big bloke guy. And then basically everybody else is out of range to do much of importance. So everybody else just runs away or passes. And that's the end of this game.
Yeah, we end at a 1-all draw, which I think is a pretty great outcome, honestly. I love that we both had such a good chance to win the game in Battle Round 4, but after those first 3 turns, any time that one of us would have moved forward to get an attack, the other one was positioned so well to punish it and score more points in return, so definitely makes sense, but yeah, what a game.
Yeah, that felt like a really close game. It felt like, I never felt like one side was overpowered.
No.
I never felt like, oh man, I have no chance or you had no chance.
Yeah, definitely.
It felt pretty close the whole game through, and it ended close. It ended the closest it could possibly end.
Yeah, absolutely. We love Warcry, and we want to play some more of it. And so, yeah, let us know if you also love Warcry.
We're going to talk way more about Warcry in our Patreon post-battle report wrap-up thing. So if you're a patron, head over there. You can watch us talk more about this game. But for now and for this video, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for supporting Warcry. If you want to see more Warcry, like, share the absolute out of this video, because, you know, if this video doesn't get views, we're just probably not going to do more Warcry. But, you know, like this video, comment on this video, do all the YouTube things to help the algorithm, share this, get people watching this video, because if this video does really well, we will do more Warcry.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.